Snoop Dogg quit smoking to check a bag. This is the Martin Agency, the award-winning full-service agency responsible for Snoop Dogg's decision to quit. But before we dive in, if you're new here, hit that subscribe button, give us a thumbs up, and let's get right into it. Last week, Snoop Dogg had the entire internet like,
Snoop, smoke is kind of your whole thing,
after he posted this announcing that he was giving up smoke. Now, if you know Snoop Dogg's brand, then you had to know that if he wasn't dying, he had to be cashing in. Smoking is the foundation of his entire lifestyle brand. Not to mention, it will go against the latest drop of his Best Buzz bags with his bestie Martha Stewart in collaboration with Bic. Nevertheless, the announcement was nothing more than a clever teaser. The only smoke Snoop is dropping is the one from his Solo Stove outdoor pit. Let's take a step back. Snoop Dogg's scripted social media post was timed strategically to coincide with Solo Stove's announcement the following week, garnering early anticipation and speculation for a product audiences didn't even know was on the way. That element of surprise and curiosity enhanced the overall impact of the full marketing campaign. But this wasn't just a well-timed collab. It's a fully endorsed partnership, starting with a multi-channel campaign that encompasses various channels, including a 30-second broadcast spot, social media, out-of-home advertisement, and digital platforms. In addition to that, Snoop's not just slapping his name on a smokeless Solo Stove. He's involved in cooking up product innovations, designing an entirely new line of Solo Stove goods, and offering limited edition bundles for $350 featuring a fire pit, a stand designed by Snoop, a bucket hat, and a sticker pack. But if you ask me, it's also a missed opportunity to interconnect his current endeavors, increase profits and sales, and tap into the female audience with a slightly more expensive bundle that would include the Best Bud bags he and Martha Stewart just dropped and sold out of. Nevertheless, Snoop Dogg's involvement extends beyond being a brand ambassador. His contribution to the product line innovation and collaborative designing of a signature line of goods creates a deeper connection between the celebrity and the brand. If he could find a way to push all of these products into a cohesive ecosystem, it would further push the open need for luxury smoker experiences. Regardless, Snoop provided the perfect double entendre experience to alarm audience and gauge their attention in the product itself by associating it with one of the fastest growing groups of consumers, cannabis smokers. By leveraging Snoop Dogg's association with the cannabis culture, Solo Stove's campaign ties into the broader cultural context, making it more relatable and more appealing to this specific demographic. Think about it. The cannabis industry is expected to grow to over $50 billion by 2030. Of that amount, the cannabis accessory market currently stands at about $3 billion and growing, and the brands able to align themselves are benefiting in profit. Bic is a prime example. Of the many endeavors that the brand is already involved with, their most well-known lighter business represented 37% of their net sales during their first 9 months this year. Even the luxury brands that have been paying attention to the market trends are throwing their hats in the game to tap into the growing groups of young adults who prefer cannabis and CBD to the consumption of alcohol and cigarettes. I'd argue, however, that there's another missed opportunity here to tap into this audience in a unique way and push the campaign just a little bit further. Imagine if Solo Stove rebranded their current How I Built This podcast into something like the Smokeless Fire podcast featuring Snoop Dogg as the host, and use this setup to bring audiences into a more comfortable, fun, and entertaining conversation with some of the most well-known celebrity smokers. Here's why I say this. When Solo teamed up with Snoop, they claimed it wasn't about the smokeless fire pit. It was about the vibes, the connection, and the shared love for creating unforgettable moments around the fire. So they almost have a duty to share the vibes, if you ask me. Thanks for tuning in to Strategy Sagas. Don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss the next video.